Hey, Big Lake Church of God, it's Pastor Sam, and we want to update you all on what's happening here at the church. As many of you know, the governor has made a statement saying that churches can go ahead and start meeting as usual with some guidelines already. And so we are making a date, and we are setting a date here at the church for May 31st, being the day that we reopen the church doors for church services, the church building itself. We know the church was never closed. The church is a living, moving thing. But in terms of church services, the May 31st will be the day that we have those starting back up again. Until that happens, we'll continue having the 10:30 online service available. And then on 31st, we will also be doing a live stream from that point forward. So if you can't make it to church for whatever reason, whether you feel like you're at risk or maybe you're just sick, you can still join with us live and be a part of the service still. And so we are excited about that. But again, there's some things that we have to be aware of. Number one, we're learning some new things, and so we appreciate your grace and as things may not work or operate as we'd like or as we'd hoped. A couple reasons why we're doing the 31st and not meeting earlier. The first thing is we want to make sure that we have some things in place at the church to make sure our most at-risk population in our community is as safe as we can possibly make it. And so we want to just kind of give ourselves some more space to put some things in place to make sure that that's happening. The second reason is we are unsure whether or not there will be another spike in cases here in the area. And so we don't want to start back up again and then have to stop again. And we'd rather just wait and see and make sure things are safe, or as safe as it can be, before we can open back up again and begin having the church services. And the third thing is that daycare will reopen on the 11th of May. And with that happening, there's a lot more people in the building for a time that we're relearning and retraining a lot of our staff and cleaning and sanitizing the area before, during, and even after operating hours. And so we can allow some space for them to figure some things out and make sure that this place is as clean and as safe as it can be. Some things that will change will be greeters will look different, and the coffee bar will look different. We're still working out some of those changes, but just be aware that we're not trying to be rude, but greeters may not shake hands for a while. They'll be at the door, and but they're not going to be handing out bulletin even. And so we're going to probably have some bulletins in the chairs that you can grab. And we're also going to remove some rows of chairs out of the sanctuary to create some more space forward and back. And so we're just figuring this things out as we go, and we're praying first, and we're trying to let God lead us in what He wants us to do. But thank you all so much for your patience and for your willingness to serve, and so much for your faithfulness. There are a lot of churches who are struggling right now financially during this time, and you all have been very faithful and very generous, and you've been able to help keep things maintained during this very interesting, difficult time in our country and even in our world. We pray for you. We are looking forward to meeting again with you all. Cannot wait to see you all and be back to worship together. But until then, we ask and we pray that you continue to serve God, to look for ways to honor and work and live for Him, and also be drawn closer to Him. We love you, and God bless. Thank you so much, Big Lake.